everyone. I'm Bradford Becker. Welcome to Red Barn Radio, now in our 24th year of broadcasting. Tonight, we present to you Roots Music Southern Style episode number 916. 916. 916. Hailing from Spartanburg, South Carolina, in the upstate of that state, the band came together during 2020 to back up solo musician Clay Johnson. From there, the band spent the last 5 years working through Clay's originals, building them up in the local bar scene, and working relentlessly to craft the songs before deciding to start touring in the fall of 2023. Since then, the band has played across multiple states in the Southeast and Midwest. They started playing regional festivals in 24/5 and finally released their debut record, In Time, on September 12th, 2025, just 2 months ago. Welcome, Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises to Red Barn Radio.
We're glad to be here.
All right.
Anyway. This song's called The Hardest Part.
Darling, it is 3 a.m. I seem not sleeping well. I have myself, I fell alone. I don't know if you could tell. If I could give some advice, I'd tell you don't bring yourself down. It's a crapshoot, cheap shot, son of a, getting stuck in this part of with my eyes cast to your door. In the hardest part is coming down when you're trying to drive home. You want a new start. you let it roll. You let it go. And the hardest part is coming down when you're trying to drive home. You want to start. Let it go. And the hardest part is coming down when you're trying to drive home. You want to start. Let it roll. You let it go.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
With songs about life, love, and experiences growing up in upstate Carolina, Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises weaves together multiple sounds and genres within the Southern music tradition. Though led by Clay as the primary writer, the band works to invoke the teamwork and family atmosphere of bands like the Heartbreakers and the E Street Band. Welcome Clay Johnson, songwriter, lead vocals, and rhythm guitar, Levi McLean on drums, Sean Wilson on bass, and Ashton Young on backing vocals and lead guitar.
What a pleasure it is to be here. This song is called From the Blind Side. Eventually, unfortunately, one of the things that inspired this song, our usual touring van, Megiddo, our 1988 Dodge Ram B250, is in the shop, and it couldn't be here with us tonight. But it still inspired this song. It's called From the Blind Side.
Glances shine in the dim lit light of my Dodge Ram van on a dark November night. It's gonna drive me wild the way you crack your smile and how you came around from the blind side. So he like poison bands and the album playing on my car stereo. Let's talk a moment in the kitchen table, 'cause girl outside I'm just way too cold. Or you go off to Tucson, maybe to Little Rock, hell I don't know. Before you hop a plane for a month outside this land we call our home. I just want you to know that I'm not miserable with this life of my own making. Things have been better since you came from the blind side. things have been better since you came from the blind side, from the blind side. I'm now busy with this life of my own making. Things have been better since you came from the blind side, 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 from the
Thank you very much. This next song was the first track on our debut record that we dropped last month. The record's called In Time. This song is called Yo Hearts parentheses. Maybe this is love. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Well, I'm living off of tickets to nowhere, from the photos to the Blu-rays to the battery, and I'm charged
Thank you very much, man. We're actually going to play a new song next. I wrote this earlier this year, and we were in Farmville, Virginia a couple weeks ago. We went out to this farm where a guy's got a studio, and he's like, hey, man, you just want to come hang around the studio and play some songs? And we popped in there, and I was like, well, let me show you guys what I've been working on. And there's a song I wrote about traveling around through the Virginias and through the Southeast over the last couple of years. It's called $2 Scratcher. Y'all got those vending machines in these states, man. It's crazy to me.
We're not there yet.
I don't have to go to the counter to buy one.
Well, I spent my last couple on $2 scratcher. I was fine for some cigarettes or a couple of beers. Well, she writes checks like a strike on a matchbook. Now I'm staring in the road signs, hoping that it clears. Well, last night it was Elkins, today it's up the Farmville. Too much time on the rooftop, down in beer cans for change. Well, the mountains were blue, but this hangover's a disaster. Now I'm trying to tell the difference between the two of these lanes. You can see on me, say the light ain't far out of reach. Every second is a moment surrender to the game. But what's more important than the cash, the dope, or the fame is that you can make a life worth living with just some little things. Bathroom tiles get colder after midnight, but a days in bed sleeps warmer than a van. And whether it's here or home or 6 foot under, I'll be getting me some rest before I'm doing this again. You can see on me, say the light ain't far out of reach. Every second is a moment surrender to the game. What's more important than the cash, the dope, or the fame is that you can make a life worth living with just some little thing. I spent my last couple on a $2 scratcher. And I threw it on the dashboard and begged for some change. And I feel like my gas tank's been spiked with water. Now I'm burning up hotter than a witch in the rain. I'm burning up hotter than a witch in the rain. You see on me, say the line ain't far out of reach. Every second is a moment surrender to the game. What's more important than the cash, the dope, or the fame is that you can make a life worth living with just some little things. Yeah, you can make a life worth living with just some little things. Well, I spent my last couple on a $2 scratcher.
Hey. cover song real quick. I'm a huge Springsteen fan, and with all the excitement around Electric Nebraska coming out in the movie, we figured we'd throw a Springsteen cover in here for this set. This is Atlantic City by the Boss.
Well, they blew up the chicken man last night. Blew up his house too. Down the boardwalk, oh, they're ready for a fight. We'll see what they ragged boys can do. Now there's trouble busting in from out of state. Yeah, the D can't get no relief. Gonna be a rumble out on the promenade. And the game commissioners ain't on the skin of his teeth. Oh, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Baby, tonight, Atlantic City. Got me a job, put my money away, but I got the kind of debts no horseman could pay. So I threw what I had out from Central Trust, and I bought us 2 tickets for the Coal City bus. Oh, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Baby, tonight, Atlantic City. Well, I looked me and died, and our love made me cold. But with you, forever I'll stay. Well, I'm going now where the sand turns to gold. So put your stockings on, 'cause it might get cold. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. And everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Baby, tonight, Atlantic City. Well, I've been looking for a job, but it's hard to find. There's winners and there's losers, and I'm south of the line. And I'm tired of ending up how long losing in. So I talked to a man last night, gonna do a little favor for him. Oh, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up nice and pretty. Baby, tonight, Atlantic City. Oh, everything dies now, baby, that's a fact. Baby, everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair
Well, welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, our guest this evening is Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises. They're from Spartanburg, South Carolina, and they have their van broke down, so I assume they walked here, which would account for their fatigue. Maybe you guys are feeling a little tired from your walk.
Well, luckily, the van broke down on the way back from Clemson, South
Thank you.
Carolina, about 4 months ago. But my mechanic, Three Tooth Gary, he has not been able to get it fixed up in the time being.
Is this somebody in Spartanburg?
He is. I kid you not. When we first got this van, I took it to his shop, and I was like, "Man, boy's got 3 teeth. I can't understand a word he says, and all he has is Dale Earnhardt memorabilia in his office." I was like, "This is my guy." Until it took him 8 months to fix the van.
Ooh, and what's the holdup?
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's an alternator, but I already paid the money to have it towed out there and everything. I don't want to pay more money for it being towed. And we've been able to get by on doing 2 cars for this year because most of our focus was working on our record.
Yeah.
But we're just kind of waiting patiently. And if by the time we get around to December that it's not ready, I'm just going to get a tow out and hit up a buddy down the road and get him to put a new alternator in there.
So you feel an attachment to this? What year is it?
It is in 1988, and her name is Magida.
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 And where's that come from?
Actually, from Kentucky, from a Louisville band called My Morning Jacket.
Oh.
They're one of my all-time favorites. I actually have a jacket tattooed onto me that says MMJ down the side of it. And Magida is one of my favorite songs, and the first time that we ever took the van on the road was 2 years ago to go to Bonnaroo. Me, Sean, and Levi, and MMJ was doing this midnight performance, and I was really hyped about it, and I just got in the van. I was going to camp out in it, just do all this stuff. And we went, and I was like, that's the name. That's Magida. That's my girl. I have a strong attachment to that band.
Nice. Tell us about Spartanburg.
Spartanburg,
Yeah.
Sparkle City.
And what put it on the map, and how did you land there?
So my family is well, my family's on 2 sides. It's kind of from Spartanburg, right? So on my mama's side, my family had been in Spartanburg for ages. You know, they've been around for a while. They worked in the mills there. Spartanburg used to be a mill town way back in the day. They call it the hub city because a lot of the railroad crossings in the area came right through the area. And on my dad's side, they're from North Carolina, NASCAR country, tobacco country, all that kind of stuff. And my grandpa actually got transferred down to Spartanburg in 1984 as a manager for a Kmart, RIP. And they ended up planting their roots there. And then back about 10 years later in 94, I came along. And I've been there ever since. But we're, known as the Hub City. But we're also known for a very, very popular band from the 1970s called the Marshall Tucker Band. That came from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yep, kid you not. Yep. We've actually gotten to hang out in their old studio. My buddy's dad owns the old studio, so we've gotten to hang out there and play on the old stage that they used to rehearse songs on and stuff, which is pretty awesome when you think about it.
Wow.
A lot of history in the Berry. Also, half of Pink Floyd's name come from Spartanburg. Pink Anderson, Marshall Chapman, Uncle Walt's band, a lot of other stuff that a lot of people don't like to think about and realize, which is crazy.
Well, who knew it?
Absolutely. Maybe us someday. I don't know. Probably not. Y'all get to decide on that one.
Well, so are any of the Marshall Tucker guys still around?
Absolutely.
So
I know
Tommy and Toy, right? They're the bros.
They passed away back in the 90s, if I remember correctly.
Right.
I think I know Paul Riddle is still around. Actually, I think he's getting ready. He's putting together like a super group that he's playing with like O'Toole Burbage and some of them.
So tell me. So who was the guy who sang? Who had that great voice? Whoever said a city boy couldn't have the country blues?
That would be Doug Gray, who is the very last member of the Marshall Tucker Band that still plays with them to this day. Yeah, Doug sang most of the songs, but Toy sang "Can't You See," which we usually when we go on the road. I don't know why I didn't put that in the set list for one of our cover songs because we usually do that every time we're on the road. But Toy sang that one, but Doug sang just about everything else.
Wow. Yeah, that was a voice there.
Oh, absolutely. They did a 50th anniversary show in the middle of our downtown about 2-3 years ago. They shut off the whole street. They put up a gigantic stage, and they got up there and played and headlined it, and it was really, really fun. It was really cool. I've never seen downtown so packed out. It was awesome.
Huh. You fan of other sort of bands from that area? I think of the Outlaws. For
Absolutely. I mean, Mark's King, he's awesome. He's from Greenville. He's right down the road. But we actually play a good bit in Macon, Georgia, and have gone to the Big House, to the Allman Brothers. Allman Brothers fans listen. You might see something, you hear something you recognize in his next few songs. But yeah, a lot of the stuff from the 70s has always been big influences. I know I mentioned Tom Petty heavily.
Yeah, right.
When I was writing up the write-up that we did and everything. And Tom, Bruce, some of those cats, outside of like the real true Southern genre, are some of my like favorites.
So how does Tom Petty play in for you? Was he sort of one of your early influences, or
Well-
I mean, he came after Marshall Tucker and
Let me tell you a story about the 2008 Super Bowl
Tell
where
me.
Tom Brady and the 18-0 Patriots got upset by little Eli Manning and the Giants. There was this little guy called Tom Petty that was playing the halftime show, right? And I was about 13 or 14 years old, and I'm sitting on the couch. We just moved to Columbia, South Carolina. I've wanted a guitar my entire life. That's all I want to do is play guitar. And we're sitting there watching the Super Bowl. The halftime show comes on. And I see them come out, and they immediately go into the down, down, down of American Girl, and I was hooked. And I saw that whole halftime show. And the next day, one of my parents, I was like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Well, man, that's Tom Petty." It's like, "Well, I want to be him." So they let me spend my Eagle Scout money on my first guitar. It was a really cheap Epiphone acoustic. I still have it. It's almost busted to pieces. And I, a couple weeks later, sat in my room listening to Tom Petty, and I taught myself to play Free Fallin' as my first ever song. I didn't have a capo. And I had to go to my closet and get a wire coat hanger with a clip and like turn it into a capo.
Oh, good
so I could
job.
play it in the key that it was. That's how dedicated I was at the time. But I fell in love with his music. The Hard Promises, the backing band name, that comes from one of my favorite Tom Petty records. And I sometimes listen to Wildflowers religiously because it times in with my love of Southern music and the
Yeah.
Americana tradition at the same time.
Yeah, that's an amazing album. So when you first heard him, what was the album that what year would that have been?
That was 2008 or 2008, I believe, 7 or 8.
Okay, so that
When I
would have
first heard
been then after the Wilburys.
Yeah.
Not did you like Wilburys?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you? Okay.
Roy Orbison, George Harrison.
sure,
Jeff
I know.
Lynne,
Yeah,
man.
I
We got
know.
the guys.
Yeah, and Jeff Lynne, and did you like what he brought to Tom Petty's stuff?
Absolutely. I mean, it's funny because Full Moon Fever was the first record that really, really, really did it for me. My mama had it on CD. I just remember because in the middle there, he liked to play the joke on CD listeners where he's like, "This is the point where if you're listening to cassette, switch to side B." And I listened to that ad nauseum. He had a cover of a Birds song on there too, and I was really into the Birds. And they're like
and
jangly
as was he, right?
folk rock thing. Absolutely. I mean, Rickenbackers for days.
Right.
And I had that copy of Full Moon Fever, and I listened to it religiously until I heard Refugee. And then I went and I bought my very first vinyl record, which is a copy of. Am I allowed to say the title name of that one on the radio? Am I allowed to say Damn the Torpedoes?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I went and bought a vinyl copy of Damn the Torpedoes and went home and listened to that one. And then when I heard that one, and I heard Even the Losers, Here Comes My Girl, Louisiana Rain, I mean, I was just floored.
Huh. What's the album with Southern accent on? Is it called Southern?
Southern
Accent?
accents,
It's got-
which is an
oh.
amazing. If he would have kept up with the concept that he was working
Ah.
with before Dave Stewart kind of got in there and changed his ideas around,
Yeah.
there would have been a very peak record there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great stuff on there still.
I have wept to that song.
It's a beautiful, gorgeous song. The live
Yeah.
version on the anthology, really.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Absolutely.
Wow. So when you think back to the time when as a little kid you saw him go, railing into that song. What do you think sort of blew you away? Was it his persona on stage? Was it the excitement of the way his band worked together? What was going on there for you as a little kid?
I mean, I think it'd be easy to say that it was a mix of all of it, but it really was a mix of all of it. That opening chord of American Girl is iconic. I mean, he's not even playing a full-on D chord. I mean, it was just a crunchy kind of way that Mike Campbell comes out and does. Mike
Those
Campbell is
octave things he's doing.
the most, exactly,
Right,
and he's the most underrated lead guitar player of all time. And but seeing the way they all interact as a family, the way they bring it all together, the way the songs resonate with people, the way that they're catchy, they feel right. It feels like they're supposed to be songs. And the way he writes about himself and his experiences, it resonated really hard. I was a kid who sat in my nanny and my poppy's trailer, and they would put on gospel VHSs and give me a toy guitar and put a microphone in front of me, and their fireplace would put lights down on me, and I'd sit there and pretend to play for hours. So when I finally got around to seeing stuff like Tom Petty, I was like, I might could do that. I might could. And, listening to the records, everything made sense, Springsteen talks about when he heard the first snare shot of Like a Rolling Stone, and it kicked in the door of his mind. You know, for me, it was hearing those opening chords of American Girl and being like, all right, this is real. Okay, this isn't a childhood game anymore. We might have to do something about this.
Huh. What were your family church people, and do you feel, was there a time when they had any concern about you sort of playing, I guess what I would call, secular music?
I wouldn't say it was the secular thing. My grandfather played bass in the church. Past him, I'm the only musical person in my family, really, other than doing marching band like my dad did and stuff. But that was kind of it.
You did marching band?
I did. I played trumpet.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And
That's a
he
great
played
experience.
trumpet. He played saxophone. Ashton, were you in the marching band?
I played saxophone. I was in the marching band.
We love some marching band.
Yeah.
We grew up in the church, and we did, and I'm non-religious now, respectfully agnostic to everything, and my grandparents on that side were Church of God, but my grandfather had this deep love for the Beach Boys and the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
Who I also still love to this day. I mean, I got really upset when Brian Wilson passed earlier this year, and when Glenn Fry passed. We were talking about Glenn Fry outside earlier today.
Yeah, that was a tough one for me.
So there wasn't like a fear of the secular music, but there was this fear, I think, after my parents split on both sides, that, okay, buddy, go have a backup plan. Go have a backup plan. Little did they know, come 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, I was going to quit my job waiting tables and go full-time and start playing music as a full-time job. But it's worked out, and my dad's no longer with us, unfortunately, but he was incredibly supportive of what I do and how I went about it up until the day he passed. And, my mama and my stepdad, they're really cool with it too, and they're solid, and they come out to shows when I'm in their area. My stepmom is incredibly supportive of it.
So go backwards. So when your parents split, did you maintain a relationship with both parents?
I did. Me and Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that I'm not trying to air you out on the radio, but me and my mom went through some tough times.
Yeah.
One of these next songs I think we're going to do really kind of touches on that a little bit, of where I was at in my early 20s, where we just butted heads a lot. We're both redheads, right? I don't know if you've ever gotten two redheads in a room together, but it is... it's a little tight, but we're really, really good now and really cool. And I love her to death, and she looks after me. But I did maintain a really, really strong, awesome, loving relationship with my father all the way until he passed and stuff. And I was there by his bedside playing guitar and singing to him when he left.
Ah, Clay, that's great.
Yeah, it's been. I'm a pretty lucky dude.
That's got to bring you some peace, right?
Absolutely. Even on the days where it doesn't, and the days where it doesn't, that's why I pay money for therapy.
Yeah. And so, yeah, indeed. And so while when you were then a little kid, you obviously that was a challenge set before you. How did that play into the way you sort of immersed yourself in music? Was that a factor for you, or?
It was one of the biggest factors. If I really had to put it down to it. By the time my parents split, I was finishing up my period and being Boy Scouts. I already had, by 12 years old, I'd gotten my Eagle Scout. And so by 13, 14, I was shifting my focus into other things. And music is what I was falling in love with. And so while my parents were going through what they were going through, and I was back and forth between places, the solace was looking up at the posters on my wall of, John Lennon, Jim Morrison, the stuff I was into at that age, Tom Petty, The Boss, and putting on their records, and I could get lost in those, and then I could get out my guitar and I'd learn the songs. And so I focused a lot of that, I guess, the pain and the transition and the relearning at such a volatile age into music, and that got me through it a lot. And to this day, I still hit on themes about that sometimes, and I still explore those themes sometimes when I write about things and when I go through and write poetry or journal entries or whatchamacallits.
Yeah. You have a writing regimen?
I do, actually. Recently, I wake up every morning and I sit on my front porch with a cup of coffee and an American Spirit, and I read for 30 minutes. I believe that if you're going to write well, notice I didn't say write good. Okay, English teachers, Miss Moss, if you're listening to that, Miss Allen, if you're going to write good, you got to read good. And I read every morning because I love literature. My mom was an English teacher, and I go inside and I journal. and I do at least 2 pages in my journal every morning to kind of really jog my thoughts and ideas. I don't like to force the writing. Last year, I did do a kind of challenge to myself where I wrote a poem every single day. Some of them ended up coming into lyrics for these songs and stuff over the course of time, some of the newer ones I'm working on right now. But I try not to force it. I let it happen organically. And I will say, though, I started in therapy as of late, and my the therapist that I kind of looked into and found was very focused on working with creative people and helping you process what you're going through a creativity kind of lens. And so in the last few weeks, I've been doing these sessions on Monday, and then as soon as it's done, okay, well, I have an idea, and I sit down, and I start writing, and I work on something for a couple hours. I wake up Tuesday when I get done with this stuff and my routines and a run, like, all right, we're working again. Now we're trying to work on this song and crafting the song and try to adapt my writing process. And a lot of the times I write something, I record on my phone, and I walk 20 minutes around the downtown area that I live in, listening to it over and over again, and I go rewrite it, and I'll try and do that again, and fit in a healthy walk along with trying to process the lyrics of what I'm piecing together.
Yeah, that all sounds really healthy. Some good self-care, pretty critical.
I'm trying. Let me tell you, I have lived enough of a wild life for like probably everybody in this room, if I had to really put it down and be honest sometimes. But these days, I mean, I'm 31 years old now. I'm trying to focus more on this the career and traveling and really doing something with it and enjoying it. So I'm trying to make better choices. I know that's everybody says that a lot, but I'm I fall around. Nobody's innocent, but I fall off sometimes. But I'm really trying to like work out these better things in life and hopefully make better music and give better opportunities to my buddies here too as we do this stuff.
Well, good choices are a good thing to talk about. So
I hope so.
yeah. Hey, Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises are here with us on Red Barn Radio tonight, and we're going to get back to some more music now, and we'll come back and chat some more in a little bit.
Absolutely. So
Welcome
we're
back.
gonna do a medley.
All right.
On this one, right?
Tell us about this medley you've got going on here.
So this song is this was the lead single off of our debut record, and we've been playing this song in Spartanburg for a long, long time. If you're ever curious about the story, find me on Instagram. Hit me up. I'll tell you the story of exactly how the song came together and where it came from, because it's a long one. But Idle Waste Blues, parentheses, Hey Mama.
Hey, Mom. All right.
And it's going to go into a little bit of Don't Let Me Down by the Beatles, and we might throw an Allman Brothers lick or two in there and stuff. So we're gonna get a little bit loud and crunchy and Spirit of Spartanburg with this one.
Sounds good.
Hey mama, hey, look at the world she brought me in. I'm $2 shy of another man's life in a pocket full of sin. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way. Hey mama, hey, don't you look at me now. I'm on my own, got my own home, but you can't figure out how. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way. Hey mama, hey, look at the world you got me in. $2 shy of another man's life in a pocket full of sin. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way. race to ain't got God's grace. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way. Hey, mama. Hey, look at this world. She brought me in. $2 shy of another man's life in a pocket full of sin. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she does, yes, she does. Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's the last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I guess nobody ever really done me. Well, she done me. She done me good. And if somebody ever really done me, well, she done me. She done me good. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Hey, mama, look at this world she brought me in. $2 shy of another man's life in a pocket full of sin. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way. this world, she brought me in. $2 shy of another man's life in a pocket full of sin. And I say, maybe that's not me today. And I say, maybe there ain't no other way.
Thank you. Hey, we get wild sometimes.
Music with Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises. I'd like to take a moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams both tonight's and on any given Wednesday are available online for you to view at your convenience, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of our program, and please be sure to tell your friends and share what it is that you like about Red Barn Radio. Hey folks, the holiday season is right around the corner, isn't it? That's why we want to tell you about our new merch store. Show your support for our program by getting some RBR, Red Barn Radio, swag, like for instance, this Red Barn Radio mug here, which you can zoom in on. This is just one of many items that we have in our merch store. There are tote bags, hats, t-shirts, bumper stickers, the whole works. So join us at our store and get something for somebody you love at the Red Barn Radio merch store. Let me tell you about what's happening next week, and what's happening is called Teddy and the Rough Riders. Teddy and the Rough Riders are a Nashville-based country rock duo composed of songwriters Jack Quiggins and Ryan Jennings. They emerged from the city's indie rock scene of the late 2000s and early 2010s before turning to embrace the deep country roots of Music City, blending garage rock, psychedelia, and classic country into a unique cosmic Americana sound. Their 2022 self-titled LP was produced by fellow Nashvillian artist Margot Price. It set the stage for their 2024 follow-up album, Down Home, which clocks in at just 33 minutes over 11 tracks and hones their blend of twang and distortion. Touring internationally in Europe, the U.S., and UK, Teddy and the Rough Riders are positioning themselves as more than just a revival act. Their ambition is to reweave the lost threads of country rock into something fresh and forward-looking. According to American Songwriter, their sound is defined by the kind of road-worn storytelling you'd associate with Hank Snow or the band, but tinted with the rebellious energy of a garage rock outfit. Okay, I think that's what I hear on there. What about you, American RBR listener? Check it out and then join us next week. Teddy and the Rough Riders will not disappoint. Now let's welcome back Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises, also not disappointing.
That's awesome. Thanks for saying not disappointing. This song's kind of about not being disappointing. Yeah, we've had a lot of people really like this next one. The song's called You'll Have That parentheses, So It Goes. Those are two phrases I say pretty often. Levi, take it away, brother.
go. Well, that's where I want to spend my final days, just hiding away from what God only knows. The things I do on a Saturday night to feel alive ain't just on my breath. Lord, they love the powder with the kisses and no saying that sound goes on the highway to death. And I can't tell my days from a hangover. Watching my eyes turn into tears. Tell me how you live in a world that keeps on dying every year. So you'll have that. So it goes. So it goes. But I made it downtown on a negative high from a bottle of wine I should have left on the shelf. Still can't seem to get the image out of my head of your hospital bed. Nobody's in this for help. And I can't tell my days from a hangover. Watching my eyes turn into tears. Tell me how you live in a world that keeps on dying every year. So you'll have that. So it goes. So it goes. Oh, my Melissa, won't you take me down? Won't you take me back down to Mexico? I got me a shovel so I can dig my grave, so I can dig my grave, 'cause it's my time to go. And I can't tell my days from a hangover. Watching my eyes fall into tears. Tell me how you live in a world that keeps on dying every year. So you'll have that. So it goes. So you'll have that. So it goes. So it goes. So it goes. So it goes. Thank you very much. For some reason, Whiskey Riff put that on a country music tailgating playlist. And I don't know anybody who's tailgated that yet, but it's out there. This next song is about an experience in our hometown and that I had. I got to tune it real quick, so we'll do a little bit of Hayes House Hellos. Man, this is was the lead single off of our debut EP that we released in 2023. The EP was called American Folks. The song is called Oh Spartanburg. It's a little bit about our hometown and experiences in and around that area. If you ever get a chance to visit, I highly recommend it. The song is called Oh Spartanburg. It's a yes haul for me, y'all. Oh, hold on. Sorry, technical difficulty there. Last thing I want to do is send a detuned strings over the radio, you know. It is. I agree.
That is, man. This is. I'm sorry, y'all listening out there. That is very, very embarrassing to me. There we go. Sorry about the hold up, man. Drinking all alone, so got your picture in my pocket today. Since you left, I'm home by now. Been cooking dinner in the microwave. I looked the devil in the eyes and cut a deal like I just used to tell. It's like the way you talk about your future or your change of plans. It's up to this, but now to find new faces and new places to dance. And I'm still downtown drinking bourbon with the gang of the fly. And I'm too far gone to even process if this place has a chance. And when I talk to her, she says, why ain't you here? What did you do? Oh, Spartanburg. I'm just another shot away from getting pulled over on Beaumont Avenue. We'll take a drive down Trading Street, past the mill where our band used to play. Onto I-something to find, fighting traffic just for dinner waits. Then I smoke a cigarette and do the other things I know that you hate. Now when I talk to her, she says, why ain't you here? What did you do? Oh, Spartanburg. I'm just another shot away from getting pulled over on Beaumont Avenue. I'm just another shot away from leaving, but I call you my home. I'm just another shot away from leaving, and I'm going it alone. And when I talk to her, she says, why ain't you here? What did you do? Oh, Spartanburg. Just another shot away from getting pulled over on Beaumont Avenue. Just another shot away from leaving, but I call you my home. Just another shot away from leaving, and I'm going here alone. This song is called Remembering Caroline.
wanna take you
Oh, I wanna take you
to
down.
the shade grove
Ooh, yeah.
and the bank shore
Ooh, the back of the shore.
where the wildflowers grow.
Ooh, yeah.
I wanna lay down,
Ooh, I wanna lay you down.
feel the warmth on the wind,
Ooh, yeah.
like that February
Ooh,
where
yeah.
the summer started in. I wanna feel your breath on the side of my sunburned neck, like the flower blossoms blooming in the wake of the coming spring. You've got a knack for
Ooh, she's got a knack for it.
making me feel alive,
Ooh, yeah.
like when waves crash in the moonlight,
Ooh, yeah.
with the passion of a rising tide. I wanna feel your breath on the side of my sunburned neck, like the flower blossoms blooming in the wake of the coming spring. Wanna feel your breath on the side of my sunburned neck, like the flower blossoms blooming in the wake of the coming spring. So if you wanna hold me, you can meet me there. I got fire in my footsteps that's burning brighter than my auburn hair. I just want you to be mine, be the moon to my stars, dancing free by the fireside in the headlights of a running car. Oh, remembering you, Caroline, how you got me here. Oh, remembering you, Caroline, it's like a listen to a record with my favorite parts getting near, and you're not here.
All right. All right, Clay, was wondering if you could talk to me about the other members of your band. So Levi doesn't have a microphone back there, so he won't be part of the actual interview, but we did have an opportunity to talk before the program back in the Lou. We were back there preparing for the show and plucking our eyebrows and
Absolutely, as one
preparing to
does.
be on camera. And I learned a little bit about Levi back there. I learned that he is kind of an aesthetic. Like everybody
He would have
laughs.
you- He would
No,
have you believe.
you're supposed no. We were talking about the beautiful skies that come at this time of the year when the cold and the warmth.
We're talking that kind of aesthetic. I thought he was saying he himself was an aesthetic. I was like, he's way more than just a good look, man.
The drive through the Smokies when we were coming up. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, man, that was nice talking to you about that. Let's. How about if the rest of you might introduce yourselves, Sean?
Hi, I'm Sean. I play bass.
Sean Wilson back on the bass. Sean, tell us about your training and how you happened to cross paths with Clay and how this all happened.
Yeah, well, I actually did not play bass before this band. I played saxophone in the region band in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And he put a bass in my hand. And he's like, "We need a bass player," which is usually how bass players come about, I think. And he's my best friend. And you know how? Hold on now.
Oh, okay.
He's the John to my Paul.
Absolutely.
All
When
right.
he fell some images, we were roommates at the time too, and we were starting up I guess the band that eventually became this one. And I was writing these next 3 songs were some of the ones I was writing at the time when we were roommates, and I'd hear Sean harmonizing with me from the room over. And one day I was going to rehearsal. I was like, "Hey buddy, I need a bass player and I need a singer. I have this extra bass," and I handed him a bass and I made him come to practice. And here we are, 7 years later.
Yeah, man.
I used to stand there and just, I don't know what to do.
He held it and sang for
For a
3
long time.
hours while we rehearsed. That's all he did.
Well, you do a great job with both. Sean, have you? Yeah, you're a great singer, and you really,
thank you.
yeah, you really let it go and put it out there. Have you always wanted to be part of a group that had a strong sort of vocal element to it?
Absolutely. I think I'm a big fan of the Beatles. Him and I bonded on that very early on. That's how we met, listening to the Beatles at a party. And I've seen Paul McCartney 2 times, and man, that's my man.
Yeah.
And yeah, their vocal harmonies is always something I strive to, do. And again, he's the John to my Paul.
Yeah, where'd you learn to sing?
In the kitchen, in
Yeah.
the bathroom. I've never taken any formal lessons.
Yeah.
Just listening to the Beatles. They're my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice. Well, you do a great job, and love your singing and all that you're bringing to the stage. And Ashton, do you what do you like playing more, a Strat or a Les Paul?
I will
That's
be
a stupid
Strat man
question,
till the
really.
day that I die.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. So it wasn't a stupid question.
No, it was
but
not.
You do a good job though playing the Les Paul.
Thank you.
Like all those Southern rock
Yeah,
guys did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my late father's guitar, so he gets to come on the road with me now.
Oh,
the
that's
time.
pretty special. Tell us about your training and how did you come to this outfit here?
So I was going through a change in my life and met a new friend on New Year's Eve, and he asked me, what is your biggest fear? And I told him that it would be to get on stage and to sing and play guitar.
How long ago was this?
2021, something like that. I've been a bedroom guitarist my whole life, playing in the bedroom to myself. And I would turn when I would hear somebody come in the house, I'd turn it down real quiet so nobody would hear me. I've always been kind of reserved that way. But he was like, he said, "What's your biggest fear?" I said, "It would be to play music in front of people." He said, "Oh, that's crazy. There's an open mic down the road on Wednesday, and you're going to sign up." And I said, "No, I'm not." He said, "Yes, you are." And I did, and that's how I met Clay and everybody, and now I'm here.
This is open mic that I hosted.
Yeah, he hosted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That was like a little over 2 years ago.
Wow, what a great story.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you must remember like it was an hour ago.
Yeah.
What it was like to do that for the first time.
Yeah, it was
And
absolutely terrifying.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
what about the first time though you got up to play with an ensemble where you had the whole complement of players? Was that a different kind of terrifying? That was more exciting.
I feel like going to open mic every Wednesday kind of helped me get through the roughest part of that.
Yeah.
So once I joined them, I mean, I was nervous, of course, but
Tell them how your first show with us was on tour in West Virginia.
oh yeah, yeah, they kind of threw me to the wolves and see if I could handle it, and
Hey,
I'm
you
still here.
did,
So
man.
Were the West Virginia people friendly to you?
They
And-
were, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Second towel was.
Shout out to Elkins.
Oh, Elkins.
Elkins, West Virginia.
Oh,
Man.
come on. Absolutely.
That's one of the coolest places we've ever been. In our
Great
lives.
place. It's a great place to be.
Absolutely.
I've spent a lot of time there.
But that one decision is how I met these guys and how I met my fiance. I love you if you're watching. We sing together, and music has kind of always been my life. I mean, I always wanted to be my dad. When I grew up, he was in bands and stuff, and I'm kind of doing it now, and it's a little bit surreal that this is happening right now. It's kind of crazy.
Huh. Open mics. Are those? Do you feel like that's an experience? You're hosting one of your own, and what do you like about doing that? And why do you think it's important that open mics happen?
So first of all, shout out to his fiance because she's actually hosting open mic night in my place tonight for me, so we could be here.
All right.
I've been doing that open mic night every year for the last 5 years, and before that, when I didn't have a stage to play on, when I wasn't really set up well enough to go and play, open mic nights were where I kind of found some solace with. And once I became a host of one that we've been able to keep going for 5 years now and find all these great people that come in and discover themselves and discover their talents at. It definitely showed me that the backbone of a good local scene is your open mic scene. That's where it all starts. That's the ground level. And, you have bands like us that come around as a local band, but it wants to be more than a local band and a bar band. So we hit the road and do that. But we start because open mics. We start because we meet people at open mics. We build our scene up in the next wave of people like us by hosting and going to these open mics and encouraging them to hone their talents and come out there and work really hard through the week. But also for us, it's about community. And that's my favorite part about it, is the community aspect. We have friends of ours that don't play music at all, and they still come out to hear all of us each week. They listen to our records when we drop them. They watch these kind of things when we do them. And it all stems from the community that we've built by doing that. And I've seen so many people who get up there and they're absolutely, you weren't this way. You were really good the first time you got up there and I told you this, but they were just not really good at all. And they didn't really have the encouragement to get better. And so I took it as well, it's my job to go up there and be like, hey man, you did this really, really good. Come back next week. Let's try it again. And then years later, you watch them come back week after week, year after year. And next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, you found your voice, dude. This is great. That is in your timbre. That is in your zone. Oh my God, your guitar playing has gotten so good. And you watch them go from uncomfortability and not being great to being somebody that's really, really, really great at showing their talents and what they can do. That's, I think, a really
He's the only reason I came back a second time. I would have done it once and I was like, I've done it. That's it. I'm never doing that again.
I try to be everybody's biggest cheerleader sometimes.
You were.
Well, that's a great service to your community and to young people and so many people who want to play music and want to have that experience and just don't know how to begin. And there's no better way to begin than with a lot of encouragement.
Absolutely.
And a lot of love and people who are listening and letting you know it's okay.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's just okay. You're up there doing it.
Yeah, we're here to have fun, man. We're just here to hang out, drink a couple beers, and do what we do and encourage people.
Yeah. Well, Clay Johnson and you guys, what a great time we've had. And why don't we get back to some more music? Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises. What's our next tune that you're going to play here?
This song is called Heartsick News, but we want to dedicate this to Sean's grandma, Margaret, who's watching this from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina right now. We're thinking of you, Margaret, and hope you're doing well out there.
I just want to say that my grandma's sick right now, and I want to dedicate this song to her, and I love her very much. She encouraged me to sing in church. She always told me to get up and do it. She was always singing in the kitchen and all. If she's watching right now, I love you, Grandma, and thank you for everything you've done.
What's your grandma's name?
It was Margaret Robinson.
All right, Margaret, we were thinking of you. Let's get back to some more music.
taking the mountains from your front seat point of view on your drive up the interstate on this August afternoon. Riding high in shotgun on a road you thought he knew, thought he'd be where the twists and turns and all the obstacles in bloom. And now it's looking like an accident is coming into view. Oh, Annie, it'll be okay. We got nothing left to lose. It's nothing like remembrance of that fateful night in May on the kitchen floor of the apartment where your brother's body lay. Xanax bottles and broken glass of the last wine he would drink, and the alcohol on your mama's breath as she cried into the sink. I know you can't see these accidents as they're coming into view. Oh, Annie, it'll be okay. We got nothing left to lose. Oh, Annie was an example. Oh, Annie, of what we should do. Oh, Annie, these desperate times of worry, all the heartache we've gone through. Oh, Annie, what's a man like me to do? Oh, Annie was an example. Oh, Annie, of what we should do. Oh, Annie, these desperate times of worry, all the heartache we've gone through. Oh, Annie, what's a man like me to do? She can't see through all these accidents as they're coming into view. Oh, Annie, it'll be okay. Got nothing left to lose. Oh, Annie, it'll be okay. Oh, Annie, it'll be okay. Oh, Annie, it'll be okay. We got nothing left to lose.
Thank you, thank you. This next song, we're gonna keep kind of staying in the same vibe a little bit. The song's called Sugar Black Rose, and I wrote this when me and Sean were living together. This is the first song that he ever learned to play on the bass, I'm pretty sure. First original, at least. And it's a very important song to us. It's about leaving on the porch light so somebody knows how to get back home like it's a lighthouse. So if you got somebody to care about, it's out wandering around, and you want them to come back home, unlock your front door and leave your porch light on. Hope to God that they find their way back.
Sugar black rose, she already knows that I'm coming home late for bed. Sugar black rose with the stains on her clothes eats dinner by herself instead. She's lived on the porch night, unlocked the front door, open down, come home safely tonight. Sugar blonde rose, the garden that grows, shows her petals, with confidence clear. Outside the QT round 2:45, she smiles with temptation's delight. What she sold to a girl with no cares in the world, she sold to a world with no needs. I've been down this line for a goddamn long time, trying to pick my roses from weeds. Sugar black rose, sugar black rose, sugar black rose, love, I want you to know I long for your life to be free. Come to my mind every damn drunken time. The memories we broke courteously. Sugar black rose, sugar black rose. Sugar black rose, I just want you to know I thought of you every night this week. You're always on my mind when I'm trying to unwind, and I miss your peculiar beliefs. So leave on the porch light, unlock that front door, and I'll come home safely tonight. Sugar black rose, you are all that I know. I want you back here in my life. Sugar black rose, sugar black rose. Ooh, ooh,
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. All right. Let's give him something good. We're going to do a song called American Folks. It's a little storytelling song. We named an EP after it a couple years ago. We decided to redo it and put it again on our debut record, which is called In Time, and it's streaming out there, y'all. Y'all go check it out. This is called American Folks.
me overseas, miles away from my babies. Then the boys pan and took the other way. And they said, hey boy, you wanna die today? She's always glad she buried me in a mountainside ceremony. And by the time they laid me to rest, this is all come to pass, except a little girl with a mouth to feed. It always reminded her of me. But she get my heart and my last name. Still smile at her beyond the grave. Oh, and someday she'll be joining me in the mountainside cemetery. Just listen for that wild moon rising up on the treetops, singing, rest your head on my shoulders, wash your hands in the sweet, sweet river. We've been out here too long. Mama's calling, come and get your dinner. I'll meet you there in the morning. All the American folks keep on keeping on. All the American folks keep on keeping on. Just listen for that wild moon rising up on the treetops, singing, rest your head on my shoulders, wash your hands in a sweet, sweet river. We've been out here too long. Mama's calling, come and get your dinner. I'll meet you here in the morning. All the American folks keep on keeping on. All the American folks keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Listen for that wild moon rising up on the treetops, singing, rest your head on my shoulders, wash your hands in that sweet, sweet river. We've been out here for too long. Mama's calling, come and get your dinner. I'll meet you here in the morning. While the American folks just keep on keeping on. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, there are many people to thank for our broadcast. First, Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises, our guest on the program. We want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on our growing network of Red Barn stations worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU. That's NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall here in the great city of Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and on future programs. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Hey, and remember, check out that merch link for your holiday shopping. Before we close out the program, let's see if we can't bring back Clay Johnson and the Hard Promises for one more tune.
How many of you going to pull our leg, man?
Let's do it.
Thank you so much for having us. Shout out to Lexington, Kentucky. We're proud to be here. And this song is called In Time. This is the title track off of our debut record that we released in September. Have a good night. Get home safe, y'all. What if chemtrails, furnace bombs, coming to end it all? Stop all the monotonous work we do just to keep our homes. Or maybe I'd like a painless death, be atoms on a wall. Or even just a shadow painted on a sidewalk sprawl. Maybe I'd go back in time and ask God our worth. Back when he was still involved in the human race's birth. Well, I'd sit next to Buddha underneath that old fig tree. Separate my selfishness from all my sufferings. I'd even ask the devil all his thoughts on falling down. Banishment's worth knowledge for an illuminated crown. So what's the point of believing if you ain't got ethics too? It's utilizing scripture for an autocratic rule. And if it all falls down like it will in time, at least I won't be riddled with regrets. And if I am wrong and you are right, well, no mistake has ever kept me down just yet. But I'm making all these choices while I'm smoking on those leaves, when I'm puffing on my cigarettes and I'm rolling up my sleeves. And I guess I'll take a shot right through my heart until it bleeds. That is what it's gonna take and the population needs. If it all falls down like it will in time, at least I won't be riddled with regrets. And if I am wrong and you are right, well, no mistake has ever kept me down just yet. If it all falls down like it will in time, at least I won't be riddled with regrets. And if I am wrong and you are right, well, no mistake has ever kept me down just yet. And if it all falls down like it will in time, at least I won't be riddled with regrets. And if I am wrong and you are right, well, no mistake has ever kept me down just yet. I said no mistake has ever kept me down just yet. I said no mistake has ever kept me down just yet. Ooh.
All right. Yes, ha. Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. Remember, you can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. And speaking of you listeners, before, during, or after you enjoy Red Barn Radio, take a moment to engage with us. Your comments, your sharing, your subscribing means so much to us and helps us to keep on growing and continuing the mission we have to bring roots music Southern style to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. See you next time.